gonna let that one sit for a moment.
Yeah,
right?
thank you. I appreciate that.
So I started giggling, but I want to come in deadly serious for round one. So here we are. Shush, holding on to this apartment's push. Oh, he's deleted immediately. Big. That's lovely. 4 pistols on 2 players in the apartments, and they are deleted.
Oh, that's brutal. What an incredible pair of shots out of Bit. And it looks like, okay, we're back. We're back. It's all good. Everyone breathe. And Heroic hasn't moved. They haven't budged from the B bomb site. No point. Those kills came out so fast from Bit. There's no chance you're getting back into that round.
Yeah, that's a really brutal way for the first pistol to fall. You know, especially because you think about that kind of, you know, Heroic OG matchup from yesterday. It was the CT side where Heroic...
This could be shocking.
This is going to be a Zeus kill. I can just feel it in my bones.
No, it's not.
Oh, what? No, don't you dare look over there. Oh,
no. Well,
wait.
All right.
Down in the pit. All right. Nice
Bang.
tap for Simple.
Oh.
And Config runs down MPL. Simple's trying to come in for this trade. That bomb's going back up Banana. This is a little awkward here for Navi. The Electronic runs past.
No.
This is crazy. Yabi with the trigger discipline. It's only 1 kill out of it. But it slows down this rotate through CT, and now Heroic know what's happening in this round. They know it's the CT to B split. 1 man still in the site. Tess says waits with the 5-7. Here they come. Up and over, but the 5-7 strikes. Hello.
Oh, all the way over.
Those hops right on over him. That's devastating. Heroic stealing away with the 4 spy. A USP kill here and there. Through the smoke, but that Overwatch from Simple. They know that no one from Heroic was here actually fighting for the top of B.
Push the Molotov, so they've got to wait it out, and time is running down.
Yeah, this is really being left into the final margins here. The entries have got to be clean. Over the top, Yabi gets involved, but dead after the first. And the other 2 for Heroic hadn't even begun rotating over. With the plant for NaVi and Heroic so far removed, Katie might be floating around towards CT, but this is not a round they will ever attempt.
They're kept very honest by the potential fallback from Navi, a potential lurker over at the A bomb site to try and open up a second plan for Navi. Shush and Cadian didn't budge, despite the fact that the Molotov deployed on defense could have actually bought them time to rotate over and be in a position to maybe just chuck out a single flashbang, anything. So Navi's going to get their 3rd round.
Тут еще более бешеные иксы. Зайди по ссылке и убедись. КСГО ран уля-ля, что за сайт.
Oh, that would be huge if he's able to grab Perfecto. Missed the opportunity. Now Bit's there to turn the corner. This is perfect from Navi. Poor little Yabi all alone. Config's hustling through library, but Heroic's in trouble.
Yeah, they have everyone here this time, right? They have a reason to fight in this. Ooh, in this moment, Config has just really enticed them in. That double around the smoke, and now Yabi holding down the site. This one's flipped on its head. Perfecto and Bit fighting back, doing all they can. But Config, the man who kickstarted this retake, now the one who's got to finish it in the 1v2. Up through the short side. Plant at the back of the site right now. He's got a 1v1 to this pit player, but he's missed that timing. Instead, going to try and wait for this stand from the man in the site. But Perfecto nails the shot.
He's going to wander right into it.
Yeah, your big vulnerability is the apartments, but no one's in a position to get quickly out through balcony. And so all the contacts made in mid first. Heroic win it with 3 kills, and Bit, yeah, just a little late to really have any impact here, right? If that was kind of time with that top mid peak, with that swing, he has a chance to deal with those short players. But now, because it's so late in the round, he's going to be hard pressed to get involved. They know where he is now. Out of the apartments and into the Lion's Den. Heroic are all over middle.
Yeah, I mean, if there's some trades as they try and come up mid, some utility deployed to make things uncomfortable, Bit can actually, I mean, it's a very powerful position to wrap around and help bust up that stack, but with all of his players just getting deleted, all of his teammates just disappearing so quickly, no chance for him to be involved and have any kind of impact, so...
So layout lobbed on in, and he's taken all the control away early. Isn't head armor on 2 players for this Heroic squad? Surely that doesn't come back to punish them, right? We do have Shush falling early over here in middle, boosted up. He's the first man out of the round. Now Yabi up close on short is going to try his hand at this trade, but they just try to avoid him. Back into the danger zone for this Boiler player, and Simple shut down by Yabi on the short side. Suddenly that man advantage is flipped back the other way. Bit will collect that trade frag eventually. Yeah, he's going to be in a really good spot to put a stop to this,
Lord.
but Electronic takes his head off. Cadian gone, and so Config's got to do this now from up in the graveyard on the short side. They nearly line up for him. It's good damage, but a 2v1, numbers alone could end up deciding this. Tess says fast up through middle. Now the money's really good for Heroic.
Go for it.
You can definitely justify giving this a look and see if they give you that golden ticket, a 1v1, to break you into this retake. Molly used it pit. At least clears one of these angles, right? Has a bit of a better picture as to where they could be, but it's Bit with that turn. Dodges the flash and then is quick to the mark at the mid to be. With Cadian holding down the arch side. Could be hard pressed. Or it could be easy. NPL gets rid of the Danish AWP. Config has to come back to try and plug this hole at CT, and he will. Tess says, caught with the molly out. Bit's lined up a double. Burning, but he just extinguishes it. Down to 6 HP, but in with the chance, in with the bomb plant now. Bit trying to blow off a bit of steam, gets back to behind the new box, plays this one a little safer.
This is getting naded, surely, right? Shush has it.
One nade could end it. Will Shush pick the right spot? No peek at a Bit, no noise made. This has just got to be the read. They've moved into the site. They're closing the gap. No utils coming out! A Bit! That is a crazy shot. One more man. He does do damage. He threw a bit of util down onto the bomb. The molly. Is that going to be enough? Oh my God! Bit with the clutch. That's heroic. NaVi making noise all across the map right now. Out into middle, out into this stack, but with only the pistols.
Damn.
NPL, just no mercy. Bloodlusting even took Electronic out of the round. That's one way to try and assert some dominance.
Yeah, I like it. And Simple's got them trapped inside the B bomb site, so Tessus will be the bait. He's jumping. Simple knows there's more coming. He knows it's not just one player. Ready for the second, and he gets them both. 8-4. NaVi was to aggressively attack towards CT spawn. Just swing and make sure you get those 2 kills. So both teams played it really well, and Bit comes out on top. Again, a great headshot, and he's got no fear.
It looks like he's on rails. Like this is like the single player campaign right now. He's just running in and finding success every step of the way. Bit fighting over towards long. He netted them the opener. Do they want to keep this pace high? After Bit's early kill in towards this A side of the map, it looks like it. They're grouping in the apartments. They're grouped in top mid. Gonna try and split this, and there's Perfecto really giving you a reason to hit this A bomb site now. One man in the site in Shush. He does have a bit of a bait from long right, firing through that smoke, trying to give him a chance to fight back, but it's just one kill from the site man. This is gonna come down to the retake. Moving in fast. Heroic aren't waiting around. They're going to try and throw this off with the pace. Electronic in a great spot to shut this all down, but it might never even come down to that, as the spam could do it. Tess says so low. Not a hope in the world to win this one, and there's the nade to seal the deal. It's a lights out 11-4 half from NaVi.
Got to deal with another stack over in halls, although Bit and Simple fall back. Let's see if Bit's going to keep his powers on the CT side. Simple is. Good headshot on the Yabby. Now he sees them turning the corner. He can be safe. He can wait. He can give Bit the attention, the chance to be involved now. Headshot from Bit, and the hit continues, but it gets stopped.
Yeah, just 2 players here. Least defended side of the map, but you wouldn't know it if you're Heroic.
A lot of weapons as well. Simple's shifted over to the B bomb site. Here comes the challenge. Perfecto on first oranges. Over the top. He's got some damage on a Shush, but they can't clean it up.
And now the push looking to come through. Simple gonna have to have successes where Bit was able to stick the landing back at the site. Simple's only good for 1. And even though they trade evenly inside of B, it's that 1 kill earlier on onto Electronic that went untraded that's kept the scales tipped in favor of Heroic.
Oh my God, he even had a perfect
nade.
nade. If that had taken out Shush, this retake would have been on. I think they might still go for it. There's no kit on either of these 2 players.
It's a bit of a rough way to find yourselves, but they do get a lot of space at least over here in mid, right? They've thrown the smoke to split this A side of the map, but the bomb was alone on short, and MPL's just dropped it. They're now on a rescue and recovery mission, but they've at least got past the gates into the A site. That Bomb still dropped in top mid. No one from NaVi can watch it. Electronics nearby, trying to flank the apartments. Trying to make a big brain play. And, well, Yappy.
Oh, my lord.
Electronics slipped right past him. They have got no idea that anyone could be here. This trigger discipline needs to be everything. Electronic with one, tries to stop the plant, but Config domes him. And so that was the attempt that the hero played. That was...
And now I think we've gotten to that point where it feels, what a nade stack.
Yeah.
That's good read. That's a really good read for Heroic with that AWP being saved.
The crazy thing is, I think the nades have blown the AWP away. They couldn't even find it. Just tried running up to the smoke. Oh, no, hang on, there it is. Perfecto just didn't grab it the first time around. He has juggled that Famas onto Bit, so they've kind of rearmed and replenished inside of B, but do they have the manpower? Bit comes through the smoke, only good for one. Perfecto, back of the site, can't find the chain kills together on that AWP. The other two for NaVi moving in. I mean, they got pistols armor. They're buying next round anyway. They could justify giving this a bit of a look in. They will be hard-pressed to find much. This fight's weighted pretty heavily, and Electronic does win that out. With Config dead and AK retrieved, don't write them out of this yet! Electronic on a tear, trying to make this retake happen. Tessez left alone, it's down to the 1v1. Electronic swings, but Tessez wins.
What? He takes a ton of damage, down to 34 health. NPL looks like he's going to have a lot of attention, a lot of responsibility.
This is a lot to do for just one guy. Oh, Yappy, how does he win that? Symple tries to come through the smoke, but look at this. It's just a whirlwind of death inside of A, mate. Run away, Bit. Run away. It's all you've got left. NaVi have to let yet another round slide by. Heroic with a clean-cut A play. And even in amidst all the madness, Cadian rid them of a B player. It was like everything NaVi attempted there to regain a bit of space, to try and make that not feel so brutal, only made matters worse.
And the cool thing is, in the big picture, Heroic has now exposed and actually taken advantage of these triple B starts for NaVi. So that might not be an option for the defense moving forward. We've seen them get up mid and wrap around two defenders at the A bomb site. Now it's a timing holes pop right out of spawn. Really taking advantage of a lack of a third defender there. And that's a great shot from Config.
That's just ludicrous, isn't it?
Oh my.
I couldn't even really see Electronic there from...
Oh, you're so dead. You're so dead.
Oh. Oh. He gets out. He gets out. He does manage to stay
That piece of information is giving him a heads up that perhaps the B bomb site is in some trouble or about to be in some trouble. This is a full evacuation for NaVi. This is, I wouldn't call this a straight up gamble stack because they have some intel that mid wasn't taken, but there's still potential that Heroic can fall back on this. Oh, Heroic wants to find it. He wants to know what's coming. He gets two. Oh, maybe a third. He's got the dink. Push forward. You deserve it, but he's going to play it smart. 5-on-3. And now they've got to hustle back.
Yeah, the weird thing is that was so successful that now it's going to force the A play into the empty A bomb site. Tessez could still recover this if he can hold back the rotations, but it's a lot of work for just one man, and Perfecto will get rid of him. Yabi and Cadian. Cadian wounded from earlier on. That skirmish with a fired up Electronic at the top of Banana. They've got to see this one through to the very end. Smoke down at Moto's nice. Gives them just that much more breathing room, but you do need Yabi down in the pit to find success. Cadian dead. Another one of these boosts rings out for NaVi, and they find it. And he might have called it at the perfect time. Simple on the balcony, Electronic at long. Good spam damage from the IGL, but it's returned by Config. Bit dead after one. So Simple and this site man and MPL have got to do the heavy lifting. There's the lineup. Simple tears them down. See them giving Banana a little more attention early on, making some noise there. Keeping two players of NaVi towards B before they hit this go button on the A play. Only one kill from MPL, but Simple lies in wait. Was the hero last round, trying to do it again, but he's low on health. Blown out by Tessez, but now they know about him in the back of the site. It's a dink, but not the kill. Perfecto tries to rise to the occasion, and that double is helped out. It's Bit, the old king of this map for NaVi, in the 1v1 versus Cadian. He's crossing a Banana. This fight's going to happen here and now. Cadian, with this AWP, trying to keep Heroic in it, but a missed shot, it sails by. Bit remains see if they can finally get past it. Util going over, MPL tries to swing it wide. That feeds into the beast. Simple on long, lines up two, the spray is controlled, and he'll keep this even. Bit from the pit, out in the open now. And he's taking names, look at this. Crossing into the site, Bit is lighting them up. And it ends how it all started with Bit firing off. NaVi take Inferno.
Oh. Molotov in, Electronics fine with it. Oh, not fine with the flashbang. Not fine with the flashbang whatsoever. But he bought time. Positions to have a long-range crossfire.
Cadian not peeking as well. It's perfect. He is being held. It is being considered, but it was Bit, the one man. At 1 HP. Out of the round now. Perfecto has found Yabi. Shush. Gonna have to try and take this one over the line because Cadian's still a little ways out. If he can just buy time, stop them from getting on that bomb, and he's doing a good job of it right now. They tap it, but Shush wins that first fight. Cadian from Cave gets involved. Damage being done. They're on the bomb. They're sticking it. Cadian not swinging yet. Trying to time this well, and oh, he gets them off the defuse, but a turn from Simple. His Deagle, he's got teammates in tow to back him up. Shush, good for the double. The AK rings out with two. Perfecto trying to hold on to the B ramp in spite of the distractions over in Cave. Simple on the long side. Lovely little crossfire lined on up. Config with the Deagle. Joined alongside the AK. Comes up the ramp side now, and they're wrapping Perfecto in the site. But look at this movement, man. He's dodged them, and that gives Simple free fire into the site. Just a free sight line. Ooh, Simple gone early on. Run out by Shush, and that's a double opener. That's the invitation into this A play. Heroic start to pick up the pace now, and really, for NaVi, they're left hoping and praying that they're going to be able to find a way back into this. It's going to take quite the misstep from Heroic to extend that invitation to NaVi. Sundar Young attempts to get stuck in from the Cave side.
It's crazy to see how powerful this double openings were. That, I mean, like, that they're still actually...
Oh, it's Shush. It's backstab. Sundar Young gonna swing, but being held, being considered by Shush, and I think Perfecto has to just write this off. Tess says there's that backstab we talk about. And so Heroic, they bring the rifles out.
Might just be nice and... Oh, my lord.
Okay, I like that.
That's great. I was going to say it might just be nice and easy for NaVi to just kind of stack around this AWP, but they're going to challenge. They're going to go for this round. Electronic going 1 for 1, and now Simple shifts in again with the on.
Oh!
All right.
I don't believe he just hit that one. That's through the lip of the box. Shush thought he was safe. He thought the walls could save him, but they can't. They're in the walls. Simple with 4. That is a wonderful sequence. Yeah, it's looking way too labored here. Oh, well, now it's a save, isn't it? And that's assuming Heroic let you live long enough to get away with these guns. Sundar Young attempting to give them a path to retreat. Even he's locked out of it. And that's a little brutal, honestly. You know, when you're in that 5v5 and you don't even attempt the retake after that initial pick at the B side. Well, this time he's stuck to his guns. Heroic is still committed to this B play, right? Moving the bomb up the ramp side, these kills have got to come through. Config and Cadian with 1 apiece. Electronic holding this line, but there's the double swing from ramp to get rid of him. Bit arriving a little late to the party. Invitation lost in the mail, but he's showed up anyway. Gate crashes the B site. Plant goes in, but Bit's still stripping them out of the round. That is a lot of damage. Config's at 1 HP. This is not out of the realms of the possibility for Simple, but Config nails the shot when he really does have this control to get up lane. Perfecto in the ramp side. Good for the double, and Simple's now causing trouble with the AWP as well. That's the bomb dropped at ramp. Tess says in mid goes on a bit of a tear, and suddenly the gates have opened. There's a route into the A play or this B flank with a red lurk from Tessas. You've got options right now if you're Heroic.
Yeah, well, SDY better have a phenomenal round. Oh, Simple, the timing's up there. He had the read. He had the read, but not the timing. And they should know where SDY is. Would you ever expect Cadian to just be paused in this corner?
Oh, the stacks. That's a rip, man. Cadian just waits.
NaVi's leaving him on his lonesome. A lot of confidence. The boost up from Cadian shuts him down. And now you can stream in. There's nobody else home.
It's the red carpet rolled out. A lovely little boost to find KD in that kill as well in a pretty low-risk way. Electronic decimated by Config, and KD follows up with another through the temple line. It's a save for NaVi to lead. Up in the smoke, this could be his chance to pad out these numbers a little more. Quick trade onto the AK, but Shush will secure the trade at least. Still, good damage out of Electronic from the SMG.
And Heroics put so much attention in middle and towards Donut. That this B bomb site is so weakened. Perfecto, this is all down to timing. There's the peak, but I mean, they're already too wide of his angle. And once again, Heroic have attacked the bomb site that has the sole defender, so they've got plenty of space to work with, and now it's done.
What is a little concerning is like the bomb is still going out A. In spite of all of this, KDN's like, no, I'm committed. And now they've lost Shush in middle. You need to try and deal with this little mid component because Simple still lies in wait. If he could steal a round away from the donut, they've got no idea he's here, and he's gonna let them believe it's clear. Oh, Simple, that's the bomb dropped, and now the alarm bells are going off. They realize they might have made a grave mistake. Tries to fake them out. Oh, they do stop the plant for a moment. They've just got it. There's just time for this. Tessez gets the bomb down. Tessez kind of being as active, harassing them in middle. So it has given Electronic a tiny bit more room here to get involved. He'll get that all-important trade over on the lane side, but he does have to bear in mind that at any moment he could get swung from bottom mid. Him and Perfecto are trying to make up for this by crunching these double doors, reducing the angles that they're exposed to and taking even more real estate. B is now off limits. This is a really nice way to play behind default, but this kind of feels like it's by design for Heroic. They still have that Molotov to try and flush out a player here, so they know where Bit was going to be. That is a really nice little layout to kind of force an engagement on your terms. In a moment like this, in a 2v4, that's a thing of beauty for Heroic. It's given them control. Now they try to swing, but there's way more around that corner than they were ready for. All three NaVi.
It was a bit dicey at moments.
Yeah, and I think a big part of it was that they didn't have Tessez going for this aggro play out through middle, but he's making a return to that now, trying to kind of taper this aggression from Electronic. But Electronic wins the head-to-head. Is going to force some respect out of him as he's tagged low in the fight.
Never be allowed to get involved in the action. Perfecto at an off angle.
He kind of needed to win that initial engagement because Young would not have been able to trade that. Takes the early man advantage, extends it even further in favor of NaVi. The plant comes through for Heroic. That's something here. Gives them a thing to play around. Electronic is going to be out of the round for a long while, all the way back in T-spawn. So right now they've got a 2v3 right here for this long and CT control. Config tries moving in, but ends up getting taken out of the round. Shush, head on a swivel, but can't get more than one. Red onto the flank. No one's even looking. No one's even considering this. It's a complete surprise as to how Electronic just fell. Bit here, but they've heard the AWP scope in, and it's just the tag. Oh, Tessez. So finicky on that angle, the little jump up, just dodging the shot, even though they find him later on. That might not be enough to entice you in for this. They're getting lurked upon by Yabi. Cadian's holding red. Everywhere you go, everywhere that should be safe is not. It's harboring the enemy. There's actually no one in the A site right now. The best path is into the danger, is into that bomb site, but they try running back to B.
Electronic just gets trucked with no idea, and it happens again. Long range Mac 10 sprays him down, no head armor. And NaVi looking like they're going to be stuck on 5. In a half in which they won the pistol.
Okay, the bit boost, it's nice. They want to try and trade this, but he's in a powerful position. It takes Tessez wrapping mid once again. That kind of exposure opened up with Electronic falling this time, not rotating off. It left a huge gap for Heroic to move through, and oh, look at this. This is so grimy. It's disgusting. This isn't on, man. They were taking A. They were all in. They were nearly out through main, but Yabi said, oh, these guys love a rotate. I'm up B. I'm in. The site's free. It's ours. Perfecto runs the molly. Bought down low in the process, but he does at least get to long. However, it's been heard. They heard the molly tag him, and so they knew he was there and that he was wounded. Simple moves in with the AWP, sees an arm, but can't take anything out of the round. Well, nailed it the second time around. Look at this little lurk out through middle from Tessez. This Mac 10 gonna have to do it at range, or he could try and close the gap. Canadian nails Simple. Young, second man into the... Got the strength on him.
Yeah, a little mustard on that hot dog.
Oh, gets a little awkward as it grinds to this halt here, but this is what Heroic knew would happen if the play came in towards B. They knew they would be tasked with this retake, and so they traded out that initial volley of kills from Bit's Glock. Over at long, he's been the hero of many a pistol round. He's trying to do it again. 3 kills in it. Perfecto just covering him while he reloads. He can try to swing out to stop this defuse. Still sticking it. Config is to get off eventually. They're wrapping him. Config with 1, but Bit puts a stop to it. 4 in the pistol from this guy.
All you wanted for any of these guys, stand-in or, I mean, he'd stand in on both teams, essentially. Symple and Perfecto respond, 2 quick kills. Bomb is going to get planted. And Heroic can go for this. They've got a Galil that they've recovered. No kit, it's got to be fast. And you've got Cadian coming in for a slow, up-tempo flank.
Slow up-tempo, here he is. Master of pacing. Over on the long side. Oh, this. Oh,
yeah, what is that? That's awkward.
This is, yeah, I don't like
I didn't
that.
like that
Thank God. Thank God they got rid of that. Whatever that decision was, because Yabi's found 1. Oh, these guys are very close together on the ramp side. They try to fix the spacing by swinging, but Bit can't control the AK. Oh dear, NaVi.
It's like to open up the opportunity, the avenue for Electronic to get involved in it. Molotov on towards B ramp. Electronic goes first. He's got 1. Oh, but they weren't doubled up on the fight. Cadian pushes forward, does clear it out, does find it. Now they have information, though. Now they have information. 2 players here to deal with. And Tess's Yabi get 3 quick kills, and Simple's got no time for it.
Round early. Man you wanted falling, but that's a nice way to recover it. Little gimmick to find that 4v4 with a boost up in mid, and so that AWP, rather the bomb, not lost to no man's land. Cadian has to reposition, holding for the donut swing. First man into his crosshair doesn't last long. Some die young, dead, and Bit found, flanking middle. It's Perfecto and Electronic. What's left of them getting in towards this A-bomb site. Electronic's taking space, getting up in their face. First man gone, but there's more where that came from. Electronic with the spray! 3 kills in the blink of an eye. Cadian with 1 back. It's a clutch attempt from Electronic. The Cadian is trying his damnedest to deny. Jumping, jiggling, but Electronic does not move a muscle. He wants to fight right when he chooses to, and there's the swing up. No one can get a beat on each other. Someone's gonna win it, and Electronic will.
Close for Heroic, but no cigar, and NaVi lived to fight on. But again, they lose the opening fight.
Oh, wow.
Okay, he's got
Tess has just existed between 2 Molotovs, and in spite of taking damage to take that fight, he just commits to it and wins it. That's a crazy level of confidence.
Tess has had a great game. Like, obviously, looking at the scoreboard, as Heroic usually is, very, very spread in terms of their fragging. He's at 18, nothing too crazy, but he's had some huge impact now on both sides of the map.
I don't think anything's happening here, but Perfecto's hit a couple of nice ones. There's
I'd be fine with it, because when they're spreading out, they're getting picked off, and they're losing the initial fight. Oh, Tess is lucky. Good Molotov. Perfecto challenges anyway, and that's not a winning decision.
Oh, the flashes are brutal, man. It sucked all the pace at the ramp hit. Some Die Young does really well to get a double there. Like, that's not it. Getting 1, I think, would have been impressive enough. Slowed by the nade coming out the smoke and full blinded. And yet he gets away with 2 kills to equalize this out.
Yeah, but the defensive utility is going to slow this down, and it's giving time for guys like Shush to push A main. Cadian has just shifted over, so all of a sudden, NaVi is really restricted, and I'm not sure if they even realize it quite yet.
Yeah, this is another one of these really nice info plays out of Heroic. They've been getting away with them all damn game. It's not stopped here in the 3v3, and they've got all their pieces in the right place. It's looking done. Bit all alone. Can't get given this fight. They just won't give it to him. Not till he's exposed to both angles, and there's the close. A lovely bit of ancient displayed there from Heroic. This series is going the distance, and the score is settled on Nuke. All a fake.
It's all a fake. Bit, oh, shot in the head right as he takes the engagement. Electronic outside finds Config trying to lurk. Bit just barely gets it a cover, and it's Simple with 2 1-taps to cover his retreat. Oh, it's absolutely magnificent, and he's still looking for another fight.
Yeah, he's still twitching. He's still looking for more. Yabi, last man in, has to try and succeed where so many others have fallen. And there's like a triple layered peek on every one of these angles into the bomb site. Gonna be hard pressed to find a 1v1 here. Wrapped from behind as well. His time is running out, you feel like. He goes back. Does deal with some Die Young, but there's a second man in the
little
lobby.
turny-wormy fight for you there?
That's a turny-worm still right there, man. He's got the flash as well. And this second man on the flank's now tapered off.
There's no reason for Perfecto to challenge as the solo player, right? If he gets picked off, maybe something can happen from it, so why not just fall back? You know you've got him trapped. You know he's got to move forward to where 3 of your teammates are. Oh, okay.
That's a clean tap. That's a clean tap. Took a shot from Decon, but now goes back to check the flank. Perfecto's fully up and left. 30 seconds here. The bomb's still loose down on B.
And this reposition from Perfecto just ate like 6 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, it's taken a lot of time for Yabi to go back and clear that. 2 kills to the good, but needs 3 more very, very quickly, and they swing him together. I love that.
The nice thing is you're never going to pre-aim on top of the railing at this angle, right? You're going to look maybe back towards stairs, take a shot there, but you're not going to pre-aim the verticality of the angle.
In spite of this little double outside setup, 2 players have made it down secret, though. That's nice for Heroic. They've
and Navi have no idea. Navi have no idea.
No one saw this. Navi thought they had this locked down, but they don't, and so that plant's going to come through for Heroic in the 4v4. Maybe in with a chance. Bit grouped over at ramp, has Simple alongside him. SDY and Perfecto still late to rotate. They're trying to clear lobby. They're trying to flush out these lurking players and leaving this lower retake down to 2. Perfecto will deal with 1. Cadian still lurking around outside, down at lower. Bit and Simple combine for a kill. Cadian drops the vents. A lot of time ticked off this bomb already. They're just trying to delay it right now, and Heroic do catch Simple looking the wrong way. Tap on the bomb. Won't bait the swing yet. This is the commit, but Cadian gets them off of it, and he just closes the door on them. Literally and metaphorically, Cadian closes that door shut and finishes it off with the deagle as well. What a round to steal away if you're Heroic.
You only have P250s because you're not even looking at them. You don't know what angle to look at. Damage is done, but another drop, and this time Bit surely should know. But can he actually do anything with just an MP9?
Not the ideal spot for it. The nade could be nice, softening them up that much more. The MP9 begging to get involved. Support from Perfecto. These rotates are nice. These double layered setups in at ramp have served Navi well. Tessez taps the bomb, hoping it baits a peek, and SDY will give it to him, but it doesn't go his way. Cadian left in this one alone. 1v4, late to outside. Worlds apart from this bomb right now. But hello. Oh my god. He had to flick back. Timing nearly gets the better of him there. Get a lot of info from this, right? With Perfecto down in secret, he's going to have this info that they are moving in. They are trying to take this real estate. These smokes are not a fake outside, and he even slows them down with that smoke, denying the control of lower. A nice bit of damage from the nade. Heroic need to start problem solving now. They've got to think. This play down towards secret didn't pan out, so maybe they explore outside and see what it has to offer.
And they don't have any smokes. Thankfully, they're fighting against Bit with the FAMAS, and that Simple says, okay, well, let me come back. If they're going to be challenging towards single box, towards warehouse, let me get the op in play. But, oh, he's in trouble, kind of. Simple's got to be concerned about ramp room, and now he's got to be concerned about 3 different angles. The locker windows, the main choke point, and the heaven ladder. And SDY's isolated in the upper bomb site as well. This defense is really scattered. 20 seconds.
This is kind of the only play Simple has, is to go and fight for lobby, because you've lost everything else. And as he moves in, he could get caught by this late rotate. He will be. Yabi finds him. Perfecto up through the vent. Oh, no scope needed, Yabi. If they can keep it up.
Well, look what's happening now. Your upper players essentially have, well, Perfecto's going to shift. Oh my god.
Well, that was played off the spawn, and Simple just got railed.
I was gonna say, the only players with SMGs the players with SMGs had the only real utility. There's no nades left. Navi used all their nades to stop any kind of early action, taking any early losses, and it was over towards ramp room where the least expected it. Simple with the op, allowing more manpower elsewhere who gets deleted.
We're going to need a 2-for-1 out of someone like Electronic here to really keep Navi in this round, but he's in a good spot to do it. Can't control the spray, and so instead, Heroic just spill over outside. Very grouped in that moment there, right? They don't let it get out of control. It's just to keep it as clean as you possibly can. if you're able to find one of these players on the exit, that's a big deal as well. This Orp's watching from back in spawn. Yeah, a bit of a rough old angle to win on. Cadian was scoped up, but bit already on the angle, not falling for the bait of the jump across. Young's even got the push. It's a cool little layered save here. So actually, NaVi have ended up making this expensive for Heroic at the end as they try to come hunt.
He fakes the drop with a pistol. Yabi's on the hunt. This has gotten expensive for Heroic.
Config getting activated over towards main as he slips right past the outside smokes. They test the waters at ramp and they spot this AWP. That might be enough in and of itself to deny this ramp take. They want to try and challenge Simple. They want to try and deal with him. They forced a bit of respect out of him and now they've taken ramp room away. This is going to scramble some bodies down towards low. You got Electronic and Simple down there right now. But Heroic are not dedicated to this being a lower play, not by a long margin.
They don't have the utility for it. They only have one smoke on Yabi. They have to go elsewhere. You don't have the smokes to block off the doors and the windows, and Config's gonna get taken down for free. Good find from Bit. And now underneath hell, or underneath heaven, I should say, in hell, getting absolutely decimated. It's just Yabi. 1v4, and that's a strong victory for NaVi. Drop to the lower bomb site. Upper is a little bit weak.
SDY and Bit do have this nice, like, double-layered peak between heaven and sight, but eventually SDY's got to flick back to the hut, and he will connect that shot, dealing with that kind of second prong of this split into the A site. Config trap back in main. Yabi's late play out the hut might go unaccounted for, could go unnoticed, but Bit is holding for that swing to sight. And so he had Young's back the whole damn time. Config, 20 points of health, having to make noise on this rotate down towards lower. Well, the door has been blown off. He's got a little gap in, but Simple should be aware of this. And he is holding for it. Config back turn. That's a nice easy one for Simple to find a fifth for NaVi. Now they cheer and like shuts down 3 of the pistols as they move around the corner. As you say, Cadian will just look to save that AWP. And well, Electronic tries his damnedest. Does knock the AWP out of the round, right? But it will get retrieved. Perfecto, that was the bomb dropped over at Decon, and he's quick to move in and take the space. That's a lovely reaction. Everyone's down at lower for NaVi. It's a brawl, but they come out ahead. Side Perfecto here at the CT vent. He's about to have a lot of guys coming through that door. Now, well, they look to vent drop. This is what they've done, positions similar to this before, but with the bomb tumbling away from them, Perfecto dealing with the first and second players in. This is not what they wanted. Config does slip the net. The timings go his way out in the yard. A fight that was set up earlier, only just coming through now. But look at the space it can give if Config survives this crossing into the heavens. That could be a chance at the round.
And he's being so patient. He's at an angle that Bit just can't see. That's got to be so nerve-wracking. They know someone is challenging towards heaven. Bit's gone up the ladder, finds Cadian. Config making his play, but Bit's got that as well. Oh my lord. And NaVi take a 9-6. Yeah, you're exactly right. Tessa's going to be over in ramp room. P250 on Simple, and you have to know that challenge is going to be coming if you're the outside player. Good damage, good kill from Tessa's. I don't think he can make it all the way down. He might have to stand and fight. Oh, he's got another. Falling back the fadeaway, and they're still going to press the issue. Finally, Bit takes him down, but they don't have to commit.
Yeah, Simple's caught in a fight outside. Taps Config. Out of this realm, Cadian with the backstab. And yes, there it is. Knife comes out for Cadian. Money made.
What a god.
Up in the head of Simple, rent-free after that one.
I think you have to commit lower now if you're NaVi.
I mean, you've lost all the other options, right? On the back of seeing Cadian there, you know he likely pushed lobby, so that's just a situation you don't want to find yourself in.
And the tough call for SDY, where do you put the smoke? Do you put out the window to cross? Do you use it to get the bomb planted?
Well, secret option C, none of the above. It's looking like the latter. They're just walking this contact. We've seen contact plays today. Let down Heroic, and well, that's a clean tap out of Yabi. Young dead. Bit's just going to try his hand at the plant. Best case scenario is you make a bit of money, but Shush won't let that happen. Did we see an AWP? In with the force spike. NaVi fast running down this A site. First kill for Electronic, but here's the trades coming through. Shush in with 2 of his own, and Cadian even runs that smoke in main. No respect, and that'll tip the advantage in favor of Heroic, who now just pumped the brakes. And let the silence speak for itself. Flashing in, they start to take fights, and they were expecting better results. Bit out of nowhere takes heads off, turns them as well as this falls into a 2v1 in favor of NaVi. Cadian's repositioned, but Bit, like no one's here to trade this kill, and the bomb tumbles away down the stairs. They spot electronic crossing, they hear the footsteps, the pitter-patter of him coming down these stairs. Daddy's home, here he is, swinging out. The molly's gonna burn out Config, and that's the bomb retrieved.
Don't challenge, fall back.
Does he want to keep fighting? Electronic's got support at least, and well, he'll battle his way through the ranks down at lower.
Two players now rotated downstairs. Config and Vents. Not a fun place to be. Position known. Fighting a retreat and gets caught in no man's land. And there's Bit. Absolute deletion. Down secret and in Vents. 5 on 3. A massive advantage for NaVi in an all-important round.
They're not even committed. They know that, like, the pressure's not on them. It's on Heroic here in the 3v5, and they're probably going to take a gamble. So you spend extra time here. You invest this extra time you're left with to really explore all options and make sure you're not walking into this stack.
You can investigate, too. You can kind of send SUI to get a little bit more aggressive to see what he can find on the upper bomb site. They're going into the stack, but now they can retreat. They can fall back, but not anymore. The bomb is down.
Oh, no. Cadian's here as well, and they've learned about him now up on the rafters. Ramp flank's got to do it. Perfecto jumps. Oh, dear. Cadian gets away and now can try and play the timing game with the swing. It's damage done either way, but Young's on the clock. Out past the nade. He'll deal with him on the swing. And so NaVi, 1 second makes all the difference. There's Nova on top hut. It's a good position for it, but oh, that's the M4 removed. Shush! A Nova and a dream! 3 kills from it! I did not expect that to be the hero of this round, but somehow it's kept Heroic in this. I've never seen the Nova get away with something like this. Oh, and yeah, I'll be running away, but that Nova, that big green gun, not the one we often talk about, sat up on top of the hut and thirsting for blood. Young might give it to him. He's hunting.
Oh my lord.
He's dropped into the lobby. He wants more. Nova is his friend. He's on for the ace. 4 kills on the back of the shotgun, and he finally takes the upgrade. What a play from Shush. What a round. Bit is the only man left in this. Can he succeed where everyone else has tried and failed? No! It's psychological warfare, right? Shush back on top of the hut. This time, no shotgun by his side, but he's using the AK nicely. Cuts them down as they try to move on in. And this attempt at the fast A hit is once again shut down by the hut player.
Another double kill for Shush. 6 kills in the last 2 rounds so far. Still a chance to add another one on top of it. Cadian with the op. Ooh, missed an opportunity. And then exposed himself, jumping up onto the railing to escape. They've got to hustle down low. And again, no utility, no smokes, no Molotovs. They can't block anything off. But they've got Simple's op. That can take control of all of the choke points.
They're running and moving nice and quick behind this bomb. Bit gonna have to clear decon as it is swung open. Clean shot out of Shush, who shuts up this man in the sight. Simple drops in, goes hunting, but is only good for 1. Config ready and raring to... Electronics made it out here on top of main, but it looks like it's been heard. Oh man, he tried to get the drop on the main player, but Config was there to lock it in and shut it down. Simple.
Oh, Bit didn't see that.
Bit's crossed past them. They've traded places. But this is probably... It could be better for Bit, but alternatively, Config could find the bomb, which would uproot everything.
Well, I mean, this could be Simple getting flanked out again unexpectedly because Bit was just in this position, so Simple's not going to expect this. And if Bit's not fast wrapping around Heaven, Simple's going to be stay here, and he's just going to get straight up caught. There's... Oh,
he's got no clue. That's a Config frag all day, and then they're even ready for Bit. I don't know
Bit spots his prey. At the moment, Navi's just happy to apply pressure and not commit quite yet.
Oh, that's going to entice you. That's going to make you want to pick up the pace now. You've got a lot of space created to cross into this main angle and come in with the A split. And Electronic recognizes that, leading the charge on this A play. Electronic poised, Heroic poised for a retake. Ooh, I didn't see him. Yeah, This is going to be a tricky one. Up the vents, he catches him at the lip of the ladder. There's the kill that starts the retake. Symple with a response brings us back to a 3-on-3, but that's when Cadian strikes from main. Simple's got to do it alone, and Tess says gets out through heavens. Does he want to try it again? Pistol out, and Bit runs at him, but Cadian calls his bluff. It's really ballsy to have hung around there, but he gets out with the frag.
That's so desperate from Bit, though. I mean, he's obviously assuming that Cadian had fallen back, but what a desperate play. I think maybe the smokes are starting to clear, and he felt like he had to get into some cover. That's a tough loss to take, though.
Util's going into the wall to say bomb side, but Heroic, look at the man. They're in lobby with you, Navi. They're right here, pushed into the hut. They deal with one man, but are they ready for Yabi? They don't look like it. Takes one out of the round. More where that came from, perhaps, but Electronic will reply, and we find ourselves in this 3-on-3. They've done well to stem the bleeding, to stop that lobby aggression coming through. Cadian, does he want to give it a go? Gonna have to step over the bodies of his teammates. No, he just holds his ground. Symple with the main lurk. It's well timed. Tess says, caught as he was looking at the door, so Cadian's got to do this, and it's Electronic drive-by peek to find him. Leaves it all on Shush.
No way does he have another miracle in him. Does he even go for it?
He looks interested. Oh, but not interested anymore.
Heroic is extremely turtled up on the map at the moment. 27 seconds. And again, if they go to this lower bomb site, no utility and an easy pick for Cadian.
Oh, another from this AWP. They don't even know about Tesses, who just lies in wait in the center of this site. They trade him after one, but he's done a lot of damage. He's set Heroic up nicely. These rotates coming down the vent now, starting to arrive at the B site. Symple and Perfecto side by side. Not where they want to find themselves.
They have to fight.
They've got to go pushing into the doors, really. And, well, Perfecto dies trying to do it. And there's the swing out of Config.
Must get into good positions while the cover is deployed. And they're gonna wrap in quickly through mini. Oh, Yabi didn't expect it. Change of pace. Could be a knockout punch. Shush delivers one more. And great responses. And now the defense is hunkered down. Now it's pinned down in heaven. And Navi on the verge of 15.
Config and Cadian moving in. Config does win that first. Bomb still not planted for Navi. Can't get ahead of themselves here. Don't want to give Heroic a reason to attempt this one. And knocking out Config back in main. That could seal the deal. OT or bust. Navi lobbing in Util, looking like they wanted to go for the fast top hit. Are they going to cool it off after going a man down? No, they stay committed. Perfecto comes alive as this game rages on. Influential as hell in these A plays.
2 players in vents. That's a disaster.
Yeah, they've got to come out. They've got no choice. But oh, Tess says he's won them that first fight. That gives them that safe path, the rotation up through the vents. That could have been a disaster. That could have been Navi taking it, and it still could. But a second man, nasty surprise as Config trades that. Symple and Bit back to back to decide if Navi close this out and eliminate Heroic, or if it rages on. Symple's won the first. Config, as the stand-in, has got to stand up, or else he's going home. Navi 2-1 as they launch the comeback on Nuke.
A very close, but still a win there for